What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here for something very special. This is a first look at set 13. All these new champions, all these new traits, some gameplay, and I'm going to VOD review. This will be my first VOD review of set 13. Usually there is a playtest for the new sets where influencers such as myself get to play a lot of games on the early set and get a bunch of games in. Sadly, due to some issues that Riot was having, we weren't able to playtest this time, but they were nice enough to send us some actual footage of the new set. This is from Tucker's Trials, actually, so it's not against other players, but obviously you still can see all the new units, see them pop off and see how things go with that. And yeah, just get a sense for the new set, all these new champions, all these new traits. It is really, there's a lot going on here. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, I mean, it's honestly, for most of these, this is my first time looking at it as well. We are playing Enforcers and Sentinels. I do have all of the traits over there, but this is actually very helpful. They do hover a lot of these traits here, so we can go back to them hovering the traits so you can see. Enforcers are a really, really cool new trait. So Enforcers, obviously this set is Arcane themed. So Enforcers are focusing all on kind of like, I don't know. I think these are like the law for enforcement. You have Vi and Caitlyn in there in the Arcane world. And so at the start of each combat, multiple enemies or one enemy unit become wanted, and then when the wanted enemy units die, they get attack speed, and they also just get shield and damage amp. So cool trait. We also have Sentinel in there, which most people should know and love. Just kind of a generic tanky combat trait. But yeah. We're really just going to go through this game, watch some Enforcer gameplay here. There's another, I'll pause for this here. Chem Baron is a really, really cool new kind of like cash out trait. Gain Shimmer after each combat for each of your units that died. Gain more at each stack of 100 Shimmer. You open the black market, which gives you items that you can put on the Chem Barons themselves and gives them max HP. So it's interesting. It's one of these like Lost Streak, like almost like Fortune like traits. But you can only put the items on the Chem Barons themselves, so it's not like you want to like Lost Streak a lot and then like full pivot out of it. It's like you Lost Streak and then you stay in it. Though I imagine Lost Streaking is going to be kind of difficult on Talker's Trials, so I don't think we're going to see that this game. But I mean, hey, maybe. We'll see. All right, Family is a new trait here. I can go to my my traits list and ooh. Well, what was that sound? That was interesting. But okay, looks like, oh, we might. Okay, we're gonna get unleash the. Okay. But here, let me read family for you guys. So family, it's a 3-4-5 trait. Family members support each other, reducing their max mana and gaining extra bonuses. This says 25% mana reduction at 3, and then you get damage reduction at 3. At 4, you get attack speed, and at 5, you get. It says heist on topside. After combat, progress the heist increase for each surviving family member. So there's actually like a lot of loot traits in this set. I think there's another one as well that's based on win streaking. So there's, I think they know people love loot traits. So they went all out on the loot traits this set and have a lot of that stuff. But so far we just got this 4 enhanced enforcer board that we're working on. You can also see this is the really cool new. Oh, here, this is a nice little pause. You can see all this stuff built out of spat. Black Rose, Rebel, Conqueror, Firelight, Family, Experiment, Enforcer, and Automata are craftable. And maybe we'll talk through some of those this game. I'm sure we're not going to get through absolutely everything here, but maybe we can talk through some of those as they appear here. Because yeah, we're gonna make an Enforcer spat and play towards vertical Enforcer. I like it here. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff in this set. If you guys haven't watched the new season of Arcane, obviously that's what kind of like inspired the set. I will say I haven't watched the new ones yet. I'm waiting to watch them with some people on Monday. So yeah, so a little bit until that, but I mean, hey, it's we got a lot of cool champions. I mean, like, is almost every champ on our board right now. A lot of these enforcers are unique to Arcane, created for TFT, which is so cool to see. Like, so many of these champions, their first time ever being in the game is in TFT. So I don't know, it's just so high. They did an incredible job creating all of these new champs. I think They said there were 10 total that they created for this set, because I think earlier you saw Powder, and Violet are in there, but then also Jinx and Vi are, Powder and Violet are like the low cost, and then Jinx and Vi are the higher cost units. I don't know. I can't wait to get my hands on this set. It looks so fun. And like, obviously our Arcane is so hype. And oh yeah, there we go. We got the Powder in our shop. She's a family. Scrap, by the way. Scrap is back. This is same as old Scrap, where your scrap components, if you have like a component like this bow, would turn into a full item. So yeah, let's see if I can let's talk through some of the other traits we have. We have Quick Striker on the left here. Quick Strikers move faster and gain attack speed based on their target's missing health. So they gain a bunch of attack speed, which is really, really cool. What else do we have here? We have Firelight. Oh, we're probably not going to put Firelight in this game. Firelight is a really, really cool new trait. It's kind of similar almost to like Recon if you played what set was that? Recon? I don't know. Someone will tell me in the comments. I'm sure I'm just farming engagement here. But so the way Firelights work is every 6 seconds, all your Firelights dash, and they made a really, really cool animation where they like hop on the hoverboard like the Firelights do in Arcane. While dashing, they attack with infinite range and heal a percentage of damage taken since their last dash. So it's this really cool like trait where they're all just kind of like dashing around and doing I don't know, a lot. It seems so hype. We have Ambusher in as well. Let's see. I don't actually have. Oh no, I do have Ambusher on my list here. Damage for Ambushers. Oh yeah, so this is like kind of your standard crit strike trait. Damage from Ambushers' abilities can critically strike. They gain bonus critical strike chance and crit strike damage. So a simple crit strike type trait here. So that's fun. What else we got here? We got Automata. Automata, I don't know. I really need to play with it to understand it because I read it and I still don't really get it. Automata gain a crystal when they deal damage. At 20 crystals, they blast their current target, dealing magic damage plus 20% of damage dealt since the previous blast and reset. They also gain armor and MR. So like they gain crystals when dealing damage, and then they get up to 20 and they blast. So it's like a kind of like a stacking during combat trait. I don't know, but in any case, looks certainly looks interesting as well. I also didn't talk about it, but we're seeing the new item bar, which I think is currently in the game. Ooh, an experiment sniper. Maybe I can. I mean, sniper is an oldie but goodie trait. If you guys haven't played with sniper in the past, it just does more damage the further you are from your target. But experiment, obviously a new one. We don't have it in right now, but it's kind of like one of those hex traits that like activates hexes. So you gain laboratory hexes on your board. And at the start of combat, if you have experiments in your laboratory hexes, they gain the experiment bonuses of all experiments on laboratory hexes plus max HP. So I imagine like Twitch, I don't know, do I have my if I go to Twitch here, do I have the laboratory bonus? Let me see if I have it. That would be cool if I did. Yeah, experiment bonus. Every 5 attacks deal physical damage to the nearest enemy equal to a % of their max HP. So if you have Twitch in that hex, Twitch gets that, and then if you have multiple other experiments, and you have those in the experiment hexes, then they get other stuff. We got a new augment there, Mana Flow. Let's look at that real quick. I'm hyped for that. Units that start combat in the back row gain 5 initial mana per attack. Yo! So a little like a kind of an augment that gives you mana. That's pretty cool because we haven't had that. We didn't have that at all last set. They're just gonna go for Portable Forge here. I don't think we have any new Portable Forge items, but still, you could just take something solid here. I don't actually know what Twitch really wants, so we can look at maybe Twitch's ability here. Where is it? The next 8 attacks gain 0.85% attack speed, infinite range, replace attacks with a piercing bolt that targets random enemies. Both steal physical damage reduced for each enemy they pass through. Okay, cool. Let's see, any new stuff to talk through? We talked about Chem Baron, Amateur. Emissary is oh yeah, so Emissary is really weird. That's what this Tristana is. It's one of those 1 in 4 traits, like Ninja in the super far past. I don't even remember what set that is. It's one that I barely played, but I'm sure some people will be like, oh, I played so much with Ninja. But it's a 1/4 trait, so it only active if you have 1 Emissary or 4. At 1, you gain that Emissary's bonus. At 4, you gain all bonuses. And so I think is that another one where, like, for example, does Trist have, like, a specific Emissary bonus? I guess so, right? Let's see. Let me scroll up to Tristana. I don't see an Emissary bonus there, so, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh, wait. It's in the trait itself, it looks like. So Trista's allies gain 6% attack speed per star level. What? Oh, so they buff up your team. Nami, allies attacks gain 2 bonus mana. Here on Combat Start, Baron and rallies to his left and right gain 20% of his max HP. And Bessa, allies gain 2 RNR for each opponent defeated. Wow. That's really cool. So you can play it as like a one of, as just like a little splash. You can splash any of those units as just like a little bit of an extra trait. Also, sorry, let me go to part 2 of the video. There we go. We should be good. And is the capture still looking good? Yes. Okay, it looks perfect. Okay, this is it apparently comes at 2 Aiden talkers, but let's talk through this. This is the set mechanic. So, you know, if you guys didn't see the reveal for what this set mechanic is, this is the set mechanic. It is called anomalies. So essentially, you put a unit inside of this hex, and then you can reroll, and they get whatever this bonus is. So you can kind of tailor like what you want to give your unit to make them better here. So, you know, theoretically, if we wanted our carry to be Twitch here, put Twitch on the hex, give him 20% AD every 3 times they attack, your team gains 2% AD. So it's a kind of cool way to like, to like buff whichever unit you're really, really excited in playing it. Also, I'm down. Actually, like I'm down to bring it down a little bit in speed just for the end of the VOD, so to make things a little bit easier, because it looks like the talkers doesn't go insanely long, and you know, I want you guys to be able to see this stuff, especially if we do like a roll down or something, see a lot of these new units. Malzahar, 5 cost. I still haven't seen everything, all the 5 costs. Heimerdinger is an Academy Visionary. Oh, I'm so hyped. Alawi, a Rebel Sentinel here. So I don't know, we can take our pick of what unit we want to talk about, or traits wise. Alawi here. Let's look at Rebel, because I don't remember that. Rebels gain 12% max HP after team loses 30% of their HP. A smoke signal appears, granting Rebels 60% attack speed for 4 seconds and extra power for the rest of combat. So it looks like it gives a lot of AD and AP. It can give extra HP. At 7 Rebels, it stuns all enemies. Whoa. That's a really, really cool trait. Vi's a pit fighter. This kind of reminds me of Mosher, I think. Yeah, it gives Omnivamp. Pit fighters gain 50% Omnivamp and deal bonus true damage once per combat at 50. Oh, and then they have like a Dawnbringer effect, right? At 50% HP, they heal a percentage of their max HP every 2 seconds. So yeah, it's kind of like Dawnbringer plus, I think Mosher was Omnivamp, right? I think so. So pretty cool. Elise, wait, I didn't even realize Elise is in this set. Black Rose, Form Swapper, and Bruiser. Oh, so Black Rose, I believe, yeah, Black Rose is the summon trait of this set. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to play around that. It summons a chained Scion, and then as you add more, he gets bigger. And then Form Swapper is kind of like the trait for, it's Elise, and I believe there's a 5 cost Jace that's a Form Swapper as well. So they change their stats and ability based on if they're on the front or the back. So that's cool. And then if you have like 2 of them, and they get damage reduction. Oh, damage reduction or damage amp, depending on if they're in the front or the back. Oh, that's a cool way of doing it. This is sick. Dude, look at Vi with the big ult here. Is she like more of a damage dealer? Let me go read Vi's ability, because she will be playing a lot around Vi this set, I'm sure. She's a 4 cost. She's got good traits. Enforcer, Pit Fighter, Wrecking Crew. Gain a shield for 3 seconds, then stun the target for 1.5 seconds, slam them down, dealing physical damage to them and causing a shockwave in their row. Enemies hit, take physical damage, and are briefly knocked up. So yeah, she is kind of like she does it all. She does damage, she stuns, and she gets a shield. She actually just does it all. So here, they're building Vi like a little bit more of like a brawler or bruiser type setup. But I'm sure you could also just build her kind of like full tank and just have her be a stun bot. We'll see, I guess. 7 Enforcer here, looking for that last Enforcer. Do I know who they are? I don't know. Is there a 5 cost Enforcer? Let's look. I don't see one. Oh, no, Caitlyn. Caitlyn's an Enforcer. Well, of course. Did I just see Zoe? Or did I see somebody else there? I don't know. I'll just let the rolling go down. You can see all these cool champs. Obviously, I can't talk about every single one. We got Smeech, which is a new champion. And so, oh, that's a cool little effect, by the way, that you can see. This is how you know if you ever sell your champion. I actually asked Right about this specifically, but if you ever sell your champion that has the anomaly bonus, you can just, you know, this unit is going to be your anomaly for the rest of the game. That is the big thing, is that when you get that anomaly, I think normally it's at 4/6, they said. So like end of stage 4, you choose your anomaly. At that point, you should, you know, be relatively settled in what kind of comp you're going to be playing, at least have some idea what units are going to go on your board. So you have to pick an anomaly at that point. Ooh, this Heimerdinger encounter looks pretty strong. Look at him go. Wait, Heimerdinger's kind of a beast here with that blue buff in Shojin. Let's look at Heimerdinger because he's another fun. He looks like a really cool AP4 cost. What does his ability do? So he's an Academy Visionary, 40 mana, fire 5, and then 7 at 3-star missiles at random enemies that deal magic damage. Each cast fires 1 more missile than the last. So yeah, 40 mana, and he really ramps up with number of casts. So this looks, yeah, he's one of those quintessential blue buff carries. Savika, sadly, I'd love to see Savika in action. I'd love to see some of these 5 costs. Does she really fit on our board? I mean, she's another pit fighter like Vi, so maybe. She's got this really cool trait, High Roller. Oh, I'd love to see if we get Savika on the board. Please throw her on the board for the gaming. Yeah. All right, and then move TG Savika. Why not? I'm down. All right. Yep, TG Savika. I love it. So Savika has this really cool ability where she has this she has this like slot machine arm. Oh, and there's our enforcer. There's our 8 enforcer, Caitlyn. We got to get that on the board. That means we're going to have to cut Savika, though, because we're level 8. No. Okay, but here, at least they hover over Savika's ability because it's so cool. So she rolls on her arm, and then it does an ability based on what she rolls, and you can jackpot, which I think gives gold and maybe some more stuff, but you can see she has multiple abilities. Like, I don't know. That seems like such a cool unit that's just going to be, like, doing some crazy stuff during combat. But yeah, I guess because they're trying to win this game, they're going to put an 8 enforcer here, which makes sense. I mean, we're not that far from leveling. Maybe we could just tough it out, leave the TG on bench. Oh, I don't think they're going to leave the TG on bench. Sad, but I understand. Caitlyn's another crazy 5 cost. Honestly, I kind of just want to like let you guys watch this Caitlyn in action when combat starts. Oh yeah, I guess you have infinite time before combat because oh, so they're going to hover over it? All right, okay. Oh, they hovered over it for just a second. I think it's better just to watch it. Okay, fine. Enter a sniper stance and call in an airship that circles the battlefield for 5 seconds, dropping 4 bombs at a random cluster of enemies over the duration. Bombs deal physical damage in 1 hex circle. When an enemy is caught in the epicenter of an air raid blast, reduce their armor and MR by 20 and shoot and fire a shot towards them. Yeah, I mean, you just got to watch it in action. Let's see what it looks like. Also, I knew I was going to open up OBS, and it just defaults to the monitor that I'm on right now, which is so silly, but sorry. Just wanted to, I always get this, like, I'm like, dude, what if I'm just like secretly like not recording? I guess my head is blocking out just the top of the this thingy, but I'm not actually like blocking anything, but I guess I will have to make my head a little bit smaller in my future videos because of this new UI that we have up here, or maybe people don't really care. All right, where's the Caitlyn cast? Let me see it. I want to see it. There it is. You can see there's the shadow of the airship, and then boom, boom, and then she also shoots. Oh, it looks so cool, man. Just like seeing the shadow of the airship travel around, and then the boom, like the boom booming. Ah, it looks so good. We got a bunch more gold. Also, just like straight up, this looks really fun. This game mode. You know, I wasn't someone who like played Talker's Trials a ton, but I think they're definitely. I think Riot's idea is that Talkers can be like a really good way for new players to get into the game. Like it's a very low stress. You know, you're not playing against a bunch of other people. You can kind of try out new comps and stuff. In a low stress environment, which I think is such a great idea. And we're off against a bunch of violets here. Caitlyn summoning the airstrikes though, and with this Vi, man, this Vi is actually doing a lot of work here. Our Vi, yeah, that's some good damage there. Not bad at all. Ooh, look at these Nunus. Wait, what Nunus in this set? I didn't even know that. What is Nunu? Nunu is an experiment bruiser, zombie power. For 3 seconds, gain durability and create 2 hex cloud of noxious fumes that deals magic damage to enemies within. Afterwards, detonate the cloud and deal magic damage to all. Whoa, so he does like his ult? I want to see this Nunu cast here. He basically ults, it looks like. It sounds like based on his ability description. I'm excited for this here. Yeah, look at that. What a cool ult. And then, yeah, so he does his Nunu ult. That's sick. Man, this 8 Enforcer board is clear in Talker's Trials. I mean, I wish we could see some more stuff. Ooh, last augment here. What is this? Again, a Zeke's Herald Champions buff by Zeke's also in Crit Strike? Wow. That's a cool new support augment called a Chaos. Oldie but goodie, Radiant Refactor. I want to just refresh to see more augments. They did also say that this is, I think they might have said their biggest augment refresh ever. They added a ton of augments. You got triple Sniper's Focus. I mean, in our Sniper's comp, built onto Caitlyn, I mean, its biggest clump of enemies, right? I think she can hit some crazy far away stuff. Also, we're level 9, right? Yeah, like if we could roll, if we could find Caitlyn too, ooh, we would feel good. I mean, that's Kog'Maw too, not bad. And we're getting close to Twisted Fate 3, which would be nice as well. Fighting this, that's Mbessa, right? This really, really strong Mbessa board. Let's see what she does here. So, okay, she dashes through, does a slash. Ooh. Yeah, this Mbessa is kind of true to like League, where she does all of these crazy dashes. I'm down to go read her ability after this because that looks crazy. Control F, Mbessa. So she's a 4-cost Emissary, Conqueror, Quick Striker. She switches between 2 stances on cast. Wow. So she on chains, she gains +1 range, attack, steal, physical damage, extra physical damage. On cast, dash to the target and strike in a half circle, dealing physical damage to enemies hit. And then she goes to fists. She gains Omnivamp and attacks twice as fast. On cast, briefly stun the target before slamming them to the ground. So she's just casting and swapping back and forth between these 2 forms. Oh, Mordekaiser is a 5-cost? Oh my god. What? Okay, let me go read Mordekaiser's ability because that looks really his icon looks so cool. Conqueror Dominator, Grasp of the Iron Revenant. Briefly gain durability and summon a massive claw, dealing magic damage to the most enemies in a line. The 4 closest enemies take magic damage and are pulled towards Mordekaiser. The next 10 seconds, gain Omnivamp, +1 attack range, and replace every attack with a slam that deals magic damage to the target, and magic damage to all other enemies within 2 hexes. Wow. So he's just a beefy monster. He pulls enemies in a line. He does his claw, and then he just gives himself like a bunch of stats and attacks that do like magic damage to the target and magic damage to everybody around them. That's sick. I really love how his splash looks. Oh, I think we might see some Mordekaiser in action. These are 2-star 5-costs that we're fighting here. Holy. Can we get through this? We got a TG here for our I don't even know what that unit is called. I'm sorry. Probably the people who have watched all of Arcane will be like, you don't know. I mean, she's a 1-cost, right? So let me scroll up and see if I can find her. Is that Maddie? That must be Maddie. Yeah, I think so. Oh my god, look at that claw. Whoa, those claws are sick. Okay, so the claws don't actually pull, they just do damage, and then they just start slamming. Mordekaiser looks, wow, he looks sick, man. It's so much AoE. That looks so sick. How much longer do we have in the spot? Okay, only a few minutes. So I assume they start to hit a wall soon. But I'm loving this so far. We're fighting a bunch of Jaces here. Jace is another 5-cost, right? I believe so. Oh yeah, and he summons. So Jace summons the Hex Core, I think it looks like. So let's find Jace. Yep. So he's a form swapper. But his passive is he gets a placeable Hextech Forge on cast. The 3 allies closest to it gain a shield, a big shield for 4 seconds. If it's dead, revive it with 1% HP. Whoa! That's really, really cool. So when Jace casts, he gives his units a shield for the units from the Hex Core. Also, this Hex Core got Warmugged. I don't know if that's specific to talkers or if like that can actually happen normally. Either way, ooh, Vi 3, holy. So his active is summon 2 Hex Gates and knock the target into them. Oh yeah, that's so cool. So you're gonna see these frontline Jace do that, dealing physical damage, sending them flying back to their original position. While flying, they deal physical damage to all their enemies in the path. And then, do I have his backline? I think it just has his frontline ability, so I guess we can look and see. But check out these Jaces on the front line. They're cast here. Throws the unit into a portal, and then it flies through. And then the backline, it looks like they're just like shooting an energy blast. That makes sense. This board, though, with the Vi 3, absolutely clears that. Oh my goodness. A bunch of 3 stars. This is this shield guy that we have here as well. He's one of the other enforcers, right? I think he's the other like new enforcer that they made. Steb. Yeah. Oh man. I gotta get used to saying all this stuff. But look at this. All the enforcers and then Caitlyn in the backline with triple rating. Oh man, Talkers looks sick. Oh, Jinx. Maybe we should talk about Jinx. So she's a Rebel Ambusher. I think we talked about Ambusher. We didn't. No, we talked about both actually, Rebel and Ambusher. So let's just go read Jinx's ability. Let's see it. Called Ruin Everything. Ooh. Jinx alternates between Zap, Flame Chompers, and Death Rocket for ability. Zap deals physical damage to enemies in a line and stun them. Flame Chompers deals physical damage to 3 1-hex circles of enemies, and Death Rocket. Fire a rocket at the center of the board that deals physical damage to all enemies, reduced by 0.1% for each hex they are away from the epicenter. Wow. So I don't know if she alternates between them. So does she like just straight up cycle through all of them? Wait, LeBlanc is a 5-cost? I'm not gonna be able to give you the rundown on all the 5-costs so far. There's so many, but let's read LeBlanc's ability. She's a Black Rose Sorcerer. Chain together the nearest four enemies for 5 seconds, dealing magic damage split between them. When one takes damage, uh, a percentage of the damage is split as bonus true damage to the others, and then her next three attacks deal bonus magic damage increased by 0.5% for each enemy killed by the initial damage. Whoa! That's really, really cool. So she chains them together and then they take damage. So if you could get some kind of like LeBlanc, then do a bunch of like AoE damage, she does an insane amount to everyone. Okay, I'm getting like overwhelmed. So I don't think I'm gonna give too many more rundowns. I think we're also like almost, yeah, it looks like we're almost done with the VOD that they gave to us. But I mean, so far, this set looks really, really, really cool. There are a lot of insanely fun champions in it. It looks like I can't wait to get my hands on this. It's coming out on PBE on Tuesday here. Congrats to this 8 enforcer board for winning. But yeah, it's coming out on PBE on Tuesday. They said they were targeting afternoon on Tuesday. So let's see, you should be seeing this like Sunday in the afternoon if you're in America. So yeah, only a couple of days until we got PVE. So I'm so hyped for that and hyped for this to be on live. It looks like a fantastic set, and they put so much work in to this set. I mean, you can just tell by all the new champions, everything they did. They literally when they did a call with us, I don't think they care if they leaked this. They had a guy on the call, and he was literally like, "Hi, I'm like head of augments." They literally have a guy, and his job is making sure all of the augments are good. Like that is the level of work that they put into this set. I'm so hyped. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. I am up at almost 3 a.m. recording this video because I want to wake up for Worlds, but I also want to have this ready for you guys right after the embargo drops, so that you guys can see this, see some new gameplay. So if anything, that deserves a like, right? But I appreciate it, and I can't wait for PvE, and we will play so much on PvE. So see you guys then.